Alright, so Monday, first day of the trading week, and it wasn't bad. There's a couple opportunities. I butchered a few. Here's one of them. That right out of my watch list. Where are we at? This is too long. Okay, this is taking forever now. Where are we at? Right there. Irnt. Multi-day bounce. Simple. Let it set the high, and then let it come back after at least 5 minutes. And once you look at that, over 28.3 takes off for $5 pretty much. And it gave a little bit more after that. But here's the overall chart. It is a bigger market cap and float, but this has been in play. We went parabolic. And this is just the pattern. This is short covering. And some late dip buyers. So who knows if this will head higher. I'm not trying to call that. I'm just looking for this quick pattern, and it arose, and I just failed to capture it. Just totally forgot about it. I was busy with two other stocks. Actually three. There was Zivo. This was a nice gap up this morning. I did trade it as a breakout over 7, and I was looking for a test of 10, maybe 11. That did not happen. But it kind of had it coming. It was up a lot at this point. I think it was up. What did it close at? 280. I'm not trying to do this math, but it's probably up somewhere around 200%. So yeah, I just did not have enough volume to keep it up and heading higher, so we just went sideways, and all this just became resistance, and we just got a fade all day. So even though it was a low float, doing insane volume, that volume was selling. So could have been a great short, taking out the lows here at 650 or again at 550. But this was just a quick little snipe here. Nothing spectacular, but it kept holding VWAP, kept failing to break down. If more volume came in and kept it up, I think this would have been a different review on this ticker. But yeah, and I don't know if there's any warrants or stuff that got executed. I didn't look into the SEC filings, so that's also very possible that it just got diluted and it just didn't have enough power. But 120 million volume, Jesus Christ. Okay. Other two, we got CRVS and Edsa. Edsa was the other gap up. This one did not gap up as much, which actually made it my favorite. This did everything I thought. I actually failed to put it in here. I have it in my watch list, the personal one, not the one that I post. Just want to go over it. And I woke up very late, so that's the only reason I didn't post it. Should have ended up doing that. So here we have, I was looking for the 840 pre-market high break, so that would have taken me out. I would have never traded this. Or that quick break of 720. But it wasn't even the greatest play, so it's okay. But here we have Edsa, 10 pre-market high break, or depending how it opens and holds up, it can be an open price play to test 15 plus. I was wrong about what it can test, but my plan was spot on. It failed to break down, reclaim VWAP, got an open price play. I got this. Average was, let me think here. I think it was in the 930s. I got it a little prematurely. Yeah, 937. That's what it was. No, 927. 927. Yes, that's what it was. And then we got a bunch of choppiness right after it opened up from its halt, and I ended up selling right away. Did not have the patience that I had at the end of last week today, which would have been very nice today. would have benefited me. We have a retest of the open price and the 10 break as well, so kind of all thrown in together. And low float, doing great volume. This offered a solid 20% spike if he got out at the very end of the day here. But after hours, it offered a little quick push, and I was actually in this late day. I was pretty pissed I missed this hold of 10 here and the hold of VWAP. Because that was just generally the pattern of last week. Late day VWAP holds around key levels, and then they just surge into the close, and take off after hours. That was a pattern of last week. Might not be this week. I did not like this one going into the close when I realized it was a biotech. I didn't even realize it was a biotech till the end of the day. That's not good at all. But I was just trading the chart earlier, just the pattern. But once I saw it was a biotech and how much it was up on the day already, I wouldn't say it became bearish, but I just didn't know how much further it can go because I know how sketch these stocks are, and plus this history. It made me think that it could be a potential great play tomorrow. That if it breaks the expectations of this failure, that it could end up holding and have a day 2 break over 12 and continue. So that's what I'm waiting for now. Previous high day break over 12. But this thing looks like it just wants to fade. We'll see what happens. But yeah, open price play. That's becoming my favorite play. It is a little choppy. You got to be a little patient. But it gives you a good opportunity to slowly add into it and slowly scale out. So I like it. CRVS, another play. Did not trade this one as open price. Should have traded it as red to green. Just missed it. I was looking for a previous high at daybreak over 575, 580. It was 580 actually. So from there it would have offered nice rip, and I just failed to get it. This one also biotech, except this one recently ran, or it was just yesterday. But yeah, now we're holding up. We'll see if we get a similar play. Yeah, you see this one took off though. That was different. So I guess it's different. It varies. But in general, rule of thumb, biotechs are just sketch, especially for overnight. But yeah, even this one took off, and then by the time it opened, it was red. It was below the previous close. So that's just dumb. It just took off yesterday. But this is still on watch. It's failing to break down. I think this could continue to be a good play. Red to green move, previous high daybreak. Solid break over 7. We got solid resistance here. And I think it's a low flow. Decent. Not that low, but there's enough volume. But pretty much here, I took the dip holding the 6s. Because, 580, next key level right there is 6. So once I put the bottom there, started buying on these little dips here and perks that are confirming the bottom, and I just took it into 680. I didn't even wait around the second it got up. I just let my advance order sit there, so once it got my price target, it just got me out. So that was that. It was just a little bit slower for me, so I ended up taking my quick 5-6% or so. But let's see here. INDP still looking for this for a multi-day bounce. Ideally, this sets up tomorrow. It's looking like it's trying to bottom here. So we'll just same thing as IRNT. Let it set a high in the morning or whatever time. It's usually gonna be the morning if it just fails. So whatever the high is, give it 5 minutes and buy that high break, risking off the day low. Same with EFTR, even though I'm feeling not as good as this one. Just a bunch of failure here. Volume just absolutely died. So we'll wait for shorts to get squeezed. Hopefully that offers a nice multi-day bounce. We got Arqq. That was also out of the watch list. I was looking for a 23 break to test the 26 all-time highs, and this thing's kind of holding up so far. I would love a 26 breakout tomorrow if it ideally gaps up and then dips and holds the 26 level and it comes back for an open price play. I'd love that as well. So we'll see what it offers us, but this late day was just magnificent. Very quick. Right around here, 22, 23, you get your quick $2-3. So just got to be picky, find the right plays at the right time. What do you call it? Was not that Zivo. That one ended up failing. So yeah. So today, really, what got me excited was the Edsa open price play. Thought it was beautiful, easy to right out of the watch list. Ooh, another one is Apre. This got some phase 1 or 2 news. Oh, okay, cancer. Okay, so yeah, this thing's fading. Hopefully this comes back. That'll be a very nice 6 break, kind of where it topped out here after hours and pre-market yesterday. Yeah, that'll be very nice. We got relatively low float, but if we get some volume, this thing could probably test 7, 7.5, maybe higher. But yeah, we'll see what we get. We got a bunch of resistance here around mid 8s, but after that, it's gonna try to fill the gap. So yeah, just beginning of the week, decent amount of plays. We'll not get too excited about that and start making stupid decisions. Oh, life is another one that's holding up. This is kind of a similar play, close to it, to Arqq, the one that was over 23 to test a 26 all-time high. You can get yourself a quick little snipe over 11.5 to test 13-ish. It's failing to break down. We'll see what happens with life. But yeah, a couple main watches: Arqq for tomorrow, Apre, INDP. We'll keep an eye on CRVS, potential red to green move or previous high at daybreak. Irnt did the move, but this has a little bit to go. If it does still give some volume and is holding above VWAP, I can see a previous high at daybreak or a red to green move. But yeah, so before I start rambling on some more, Edsa, in my opinion, was the best play today. And just rinse and repeat. This open price play really is working out. Where is it? Oh my god, I got rid of it. Because I did go through the data on that. And it works out a good amount of times. And when it does work out, it offers 50+%. What we got? What am I looking for? Open price. So yeah, went through all this. And just oh. So I'm just gonna use the data here just as a guideline. Doesn't have to dip 8% today. That's a dipped around 20%. It was a bit much, but it was also low float, so circumstance was a bit different with this one. It just trapped all those shorts, and low supply, high demand, all those people trying to get out. when it started bouncing back and then reclaiming the open price and heading higher, new highs, failing to break down, ends up going to 11, 12. So yeah, not gonna stick to it to a T, but overall I do like what I see. You do need to give it some time to consolidate. They almost never happen right at the open. And if they do, I've noticed that those aren't ones that typically run for the whole entire day. That's just going to be like a quick morning spike that you'll get out of that one. So yeah, there's that. Just some data, some free data. Yeah, so it's got a cracked VWAP. Best entry is always the reclaim of VWAP or the open price. It tends to be choppy, has a quick little spike, then it comes back and retests. And if it fails to break down, it rips up higher, just kind of like what happened here. You get that quick rip, the retest, fails to break down, you get the push higher. And in this case, comes back again, fails to break down once more, volume continues to come in. Shorts who thought this was over here end up getting covered and get squeezed out. It wasn't that much of a squeeze, it only got to 12. So yeah, just pretty excited to see the data on this. They do work quite a good amount of times throughout the week. I want to say it's an everyday thing, but it could be at least 3 times a week. I see them work. So I'm doing what I don't want to do, and that's ramble. So yeah, that's it for tonight, for today. So we'll see tomorrow what happens if Arqq and Apre end up doing something. If not, I'm sure we're gonna get something else.